I grew up as a fan in the 1980s in Toronto. NWA just never came to Toronto. It was always WWF. WWF, I can count on one hand the number of times the NWA came to Toronto. Anyway, one day at home, my parents showed me a newspaper ad and say, hey, check this out, right? It's advertising that they need audience members, like extras, studio extras, for a TV taping of the sitcom Learning the Ropes that was filming in Toronto, featuring Lyle Alzado, right? A pro wrestling dad, sitcom, family, wacky stuff. I don't remember it too much. But I thought, okay, I don't really want to go to that. But on the ad, it said appearing at this taping is Ric Flair, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, the Road Warrior, Steve Williams. I thought, I'll go to that, right? Ric Flair in the ring is Ric Flair in the ring, right? So I go, we get to the studio. The studio, to get to where the ring is in the big theater kind of thing, you go down a hallway that's filled with rooms on either side, right? So it's kind of a little bit of a few turns down this hallway. So walking down towards where the ring is in this big kind of auditorium thing, doors are open, right? So there's Steve Williams talking to Road Warrior Animal while he applies his makeup. And I think, that's pretty cool, right? We get to the taping. It's, a lot of start and stop, but it's fine, guys I've never seen before. They gave us Luger versus Arn Anderson as a match, which was all right, right? Anderson was joking with the crowd a bit. It was good, right? The taping ends. We go to leave. We leave through the same kind of cavernous hallways with the dressing rooms on either side to exit. About 20 feet in front of me, I see this guy just bang on this random door that I can't see and shout, "Hey, Flair," right? Just loud as everyone could hear. "Hey, Flair," right? Bangs on it, ha, 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 with his buddies, and he leaves, right? He walks on. By the time I walk that 20 feet to get to the door where he just banged, the door opens, and hand to God, there's Ric Flair staring right into my intimidated teenage eyes, right? He stares at me less than a foot away from each other. He stares at me in this puzzled, kind of pissed off look. I stare at him, and before I can point ahead of me to say it wasn't me, he slams the door in my face.
Yeah, that checks out. I just love that you were at a taping of Learning the Ropes with Lyle Alzado. What a random reference, and an even more random thing to be at. On one of the very first episodes of this podcast, someone had talked about how they were at a talk show with Edge and Joe Legend and Christian from Canada with Bret Hart on the stage. And then just recently, that clip actually came out. So I feel this podcast is a catalyst of just being at a live taping of a random thing. And then maybe it will come out. Maybe we will get to see the lost Arn Anderson versus Lex Luger match that you got to see and nobody else did. There's that video on YouTube of like behind the scenes of the Great American Bash where it seems like some of the wrestlers are allegedly having some fun or partaking, if you will. It's like Luger, Dr. Death, the Road Warriors, Dusty. And this story kind of gives me the mental picture of that exact same video. So I appreciate you putting that picture in my head for me and hopefully for the callers. And what timing on that Ric Flair knock. Perfect timing. I'm sure there was something a little more important going on in that room than talking to you at the time. Hey, thanks for watching. That call was part of a whole podcast called Wrestling Anonymous. Listen to the whole thing weekly. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, go subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe right here on YouTube to Colt Cabana's channel. Thank you.